Good afternoon. This is Jordan Inman, Youth Director here at Midway Baptist Church, and I'm here to give you some words of encouragement on this Wednesday afternoon. I'm going to be reading from a classic story that many of us heard in church, and we even sing the song. It's the story of the Jericho and the walls of Jericho. And I'm going to read verse 15. And we know, come to this point, they have marched around the walls 6 times, and they're finna start their 7th day. They've walked around the wall 1 time each day, and this is what happens on the 6th day. Early on the 6th day, they started at dawn and marched around the city 7 times in the same way. That was the only day they marched around the city 7 times. After the 7th time, the priest blew the trumpet, and Joshua said to the people, "Shout, for the Lord has given you the city." But the city has given you the city. So, what happened here is they continued what God told them to do. They did it, and God conquered through it, and the walls came crumbling down. But I wonder, what walls are you building between you and God? Are you putting walls between you and God, and which is causing friction and causing you to not grow closer to Him? Maybe it's something you just don't want God to know about. But He knows already. Life can be tough. We can build walls. As you think of it as a country boy and people around Mississippi, you think about mud riding, going down a road. When you're mud riding, if you get in a rut and get stuck, you're stuck. You got to have assistance to get out of the rut. God is just like that. If you get in the rut of life, He's there to pull you out. But He's not going to pull you out and keep you out of it. You've got to work to get out of it. You've got to put in the work to get out of the rut. If you're mud riding and you're stuck and somebody tries to pull you out, in most cases, if you're not in the vehicle trying to control it and help them get out, you're not going to get out. It's the same way with our walk with Christ. Are we putting in the work to get out of the ruts? We all get in ruts. We all mess up. We all fall into ruts. We all do it. But we've got to realize we've got to help get out of the ruts. God's going to help us out of the ruts, but we've got to work with Him to get out of the ruts. It's not a one-time walk the aisle, get saved, and boom, you're saved. You've got to work at it. You just can't fall back into the ruts and just be stuck in a rut. You've got to work your way out of the ruts. You've got to get out of your old ways. Sin puts you in a rut, but God is there to get you out of it. He's going to help you through it, but you've got to trust Him to help you. You've got to trust Him to get you out of the ruts. So, the commitment is not a one-day thing. It's not getting out of the ruts and you're out. You've got to work to stay out of the ruts. You've got to stay away from sin. You've got to put on your mind to stay out of the ruts. So it's not just a one-day thing. It's not a one-week thing. It's a everyday thing. So remember that. Next time you fall in a rut, remember God's there to get you out. Dear Lord, I thank You for this day. I just pray for each person that may be listening to this, that You will just touch them, comfort them, and be with them. Thank You for all Your blessings of life You give us. Just thank You for all that You do. In Your name I pray. Amen.